Today for our third dish on my cooking adventure we will be making Escudella cardolla from Andorra. We're gonna start by making the integral part of this dish called la pelota. We mix 1 kilo of ground bacon with 3 eggs, 2 tablespoons of chopped parsley, 2 cloves of garlic crushed, 2 teaspoons of salt, and some pepper. Mix everything well and then shape into little meatballs. It's not the shape I'm doing, I did the original loaf shape, but I can guarantee you it'll be way better into little meatballs. Cover them with flour and set aside. Now in a pot, a big pot. Just the biggest pot you have. Boil 1 kilogram of pork spine bones with 2 pork feet and 3 beef marrow bones. Once boiling, you're gonna want to remove all the foam from the top. Then add 2 pork's ears, half a kilo of lamb's neck bones, and a small roast beef. Cover and simmer for 30 minutes. Now add 2 whole onions, 3 celery sticks cut in half, 3 carrots cut in half, 4 leeks, and the 2 outer leaves of a cabbage. Now cover it and simmer for 30 more minutes. Now add 3 potatoes cut in half and 2 chicken thighs. Cover and simmer for 25 more minutes. Now we're finally adding la pelota and let cook for 25 minutes. But meanwhile we're gonna steal some broth and add it to 2 different smaller pots. In one of the pots we're gonna simmer half a cabbage for 12 minutes. And in the other we're gonna warm up a can of chickpeas. Now 5 minutes before the next step we're gonna want to add a whole blood sausage. Once the cabbage is done, strain it and return the broth to the pot. Now we're gonna take everything out of the broth, separating it into a meat platter and a vegetable platter. Return the broth from the chickpeas and set them aside. Add 150 grams of rice and simmer for 3 minutes. 150 grams of any soup noodles and cook for 12 more minutes. The way that this is served is kind of like a choose your own adventure kind of soup. You put in broth and choose whatever vegetables and meats you want to put in it. This dish turned out to be super tasty and it feels like it would be the ultimate cure for any illness. My 10-year-old reluctantly liked it. My 8-year-old found it acceptable. And my 6-year-old was not impressed.